Hello everyone, welcome to the Nation Bible Study. In here we talk about entrepreneurship, um, money, and a lot of interesting stuff about business. And today we have Jay, Victor, and me in this Bible study. Jay, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi guys, hi Jackie, hi Victor, hi you who are listening to us. So just to start, I'm gonna ask you to like this video, to share with your friends, and also invite someone to join us and hear what we are gonna to do today.
Awesome. Victor, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hello, guys. It's nice to be here again and learning about the Bible and learning about the business.
Great. So this time we're gonna study the book of Proverbs. We finished the act last time. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the Bible study a little bit. We're gonna have 4 sections: share, read, learn, and do. So we're gonna start the section 1, share. So in this section, we share what we have done last week, what we promised to do, and did we do it? Did we not do it? How's that go? Victor wasn't here last time, but by all means, feel free to share what you learned, what you did last time, in the last week. And we'll go by the orders. So go for me, Jason, and Victor. So for me, what I promised to do last week was to tidy up my to-do list. And it went really well. What I did was I took nearly 10 pieces of papers and cut them down into 3.
Oh, that's good, man.
Nice.
How I did it is before I have one to-do list, a very long to-do list. And now I categorize my tasks into baskets. So in my new to-do list, which is this one in my hand, I have Bible study, I have education, I have family, I have health, I have business course, I have other things. And under each bucket, I will write down my tasks. Instead of tracking down every single task, I track them down by category. So in this way, I can manage them. I can manage it. For today, I work on this category. Tomorrow, I work on this category. Or within the next 6 hours, I'll only work on this one category. And then the second 6 hours, I'll work on a different one. So it's about managing the task. And I find this way it's easier managing categories rather than managing every single task. And of course, I still have 2 meat disorders, and these are the research keywords. So basically, all the keywords I learned from the business class, the keywords I learned from the books, from the interview video I watch, and now I'm going to turn them into something useful for myself. So I have to look it up on the internet. So this is what I need to do with these 2 pieces of paper. But yeah, that's me. How about you, Jay?
So last week I said that I was going to have appointments and also a workshop on Monday. And from this workshop on, I was gonna be learning new things because it was a workshop for entrepreneurs, and I did that. I learned many things there. Also, I met new people, and because of these new people that I've met, I'm starting new relationships and also being invited to others like not workshops but events like the same that I went. So it's been good for me and for the business. Uh, I have now Victor with us in English to Connect, so he's been a tutor and also a support guys. He's coming with new ideas as well to the business. That is good. So I'm pretty sure that we'll be growing together. And Other thing that I studied was about my management because I was doing horrible with that, and I'm not doing sections as Jackie said, but I'm listing everything that I have to do during the day, and I'm trying to do it in advance, like Sunday night or Monday morning. I programming my week. I put everything in notes that I already know what I have to do. So it's helping me to keep myself on track. So and I'm happy with that.
Awesome. Victor, do you have anything to share?
Yes, at last week I was learning a little bit about business plan, how to do a business plan, and how to start a business, and how to make it to be in a legal rule here in Brazil. And I study a little bit about it, and I've tried to do how can I say, a search plan by my. I try to join in a new master degree course, but I need to search about a search plan, and it's a kind of difficult too, and a little bit about it. And I planning me by today. I need to do a to-do list and to list everything I need to do because it's a lot of things. I have to go to the gym, I need to study, I need to work. It's a lot of things to do. It's very important to list everything that you need, every your compromise, right? Every compromise that you have, and keep them one to one.
Yeah.
This is really awesome. Now we're going to move on to the section 2 of this Bible study. Read the script. So today we are on the book of Proverbs and version New Living Translation. If you have the Bible, feel free to take it out. If you have the Bible, feel free to take it out. Otherwise, you can find the digital Bible under the description, and I'll put the link down below. So we will start with me, Jason, and then Victor. There are 33 verses, so each will do about 11 verses each. So we'll start. All right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
There are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel.
Their purpose is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise.
Their purpose is to teach people to live disciplined and successful lives, to help them do what is right, just, and fair.
These proverbs will give insights to the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young.
Let the wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with understanding receive guidance.
By exploring their meaning in these proverbs and parables, the words of the wise and their riddles.
Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline.
My child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction.
What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck.
My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them.
They might say, "Come and join us." Let's hide and kill someone just for fun. Let's ambush the innocent.
Let's swallow them alive, like the gave. Let's swallow the whole, like those who could go down to the pit of death.
Think of the great things we'll get. We'll fill our houses with all the stuff we take.
Come through in your lot with us. We will all share the loot.
My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths.
They rush to commit evil deeds. They hurry to commit murder.
If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away.
But these people set an ambush for themselves. They are trying to get themselves killed.
Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life.
Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square.
She calls to the crowd along the main street, to those who gathered in front of the city gate.
How long, you simpletons, will you insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge?
Come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise.
I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention.
You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered.
So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you.
When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you.
When you cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me.
For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord.
They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them.
Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes.
For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency.
But all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm.
Great, we just finished reading the Proverb chapter 1. Feel free to pause the video now and read it yourself. In the Bible study group, we'll spend 5 to 10 minutes to reread the script by ourselves to understand it better. And once you finish, just give everyone a yell, say you finished, and then we'll carry on to the next section.
Okay.
Awesome. So now we're moving on to section 3 of our Bible study. Learn what we have learned from the script. Again, it goes from me, Jason, and Victor. So for me, what I learned from the Proverbs chapter 1 is this chapter is a really, really good sales pitch. In the first bit, it says this is the group of people that the proverb is targeting, and what you will benefit by reading the proverb. And this is our sales technique. And in the very last bit, it says something like, what would you suffer? What are the negative impact if you don't read the proverb? So the whole chapter is a really good sales pitch. I and there's a lot of real meat inside this chapter. A very good knowledge, which I won't expand here. But what I'm going to say is this chapter is it's a really good sales pitch, and I think each of us who are interested in entrepreneurship and the world of business need to master the skill sales. And what about you, Jay?
So for me, I would start with the name of Solomon, because Solomon was the wealthier man in the world, and there are many businessmen around the world who follows his principles and also his advice. And today we have the privilege of being here studying his book because he wrote this whole book of Proverbs. Uh, so here he's teaching us what to do in our lives, how to have a successful life. And
Yes, I
yeah,
agree with you.
yeah. And an interesting thing is that I mentioned before, like there are a lot of businessmen who follows his advice, and his book is in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. And there are many believers who won't follow this guidance because this book is a guide. And there are people suffering because they don't read this book. And for you guys who are listening to this book will change your life. If you read this and you practice what this book is advising, you will change your life. And so it's changing my life. And for the last one, so the last verses, it's pretty much what Jackie said. So if we all do what this book is telling us, if we listen what God is telling us through Solomon, through this book, we will have peace and a good life, not only in our personal life but also in our business as well. So I'm very excited about the next chapters to be learning more and practice what this book is teaching us. That's me.
Really nice. Good. What about you, Victor?
Okay, I took some notes here. I have a lot of notes here.
That's good.
But the first part that I note here, it was wisdom is the key word. When we were reading, I noticed that. Do you know it too, guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Wisdom, and it's a really really important word in all this book of Solomon. And the the second point is the in the verse 7 he told to us, fear of the Lord is the foundation of the true knowledge, but fool despise wisdom. Guys, I noticed that the base of the great peoples, the most great peoples in the world, is in God. I like it so much. I really like it. But we need to have a base. We need to have a good structure to found our house. As in Matthew say, the fools guys construct, build your house in the sand, but the wisdom, right? The wisdom man,
the wise man.
the wise man, right? Construct your house in the rock. It will make strong. It will make fix it in a great point, in a good way to growing up.
Yeah.
Are you understanding, guys?
Yeah, I got you. That's so good.
Yes. And it's a thing that only can give to you. Oh, right. The second point is the wisdoms make you more disciplined. And it's a very important thing for study, for marriage, and business. Guys, the discipline is it for us, businessman is very important because all the time happen some things, happen different things, and we need to pay attention in everything. And when you are disciplined, you have the correct thinking for everything, and you can divide everything in the correct space. It's important for it, and each other important for each other. Can you understand me?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it's very important. Do you think it too?
Yeah.
And this book make me more disciplined, and this story is very important to it. I know that you guys are here all week, all Saturday you are here, and it's a man. Congrats for you. Congrats. It's a very important thing, and in Proverbs will notice that it's important too. It's your discipline, and I know that God will grow with it by the discipline.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. For you who are listening us, so discipline, it's a good start for you guys. If you are thinking of having a business to start your own company, discipline is a start.
Yes, yes, and have a other point that I wrote here: loyalty and discernment, and help with it right, just and fair. It will help you to be a right person, a just person, and a fair person. In nowadays, it's very important to be it. Uh, I don't know how to say qualities for that we can have. Man, here in our country in Brazil, the the wrong path is the most easy way that we have. But we need to be right. We need to be in a right mind, in a discipline, and it's very important to be in the just and fair when you are right. Because some people tend to, how can I explain? It's a train in the rail, and every time people change to make you out of the rail. Can you understand me, guys?
Yep. Yep.
Yes, I think it's a thing that I learned here, and I think it's beautiful too. And the beginning of all good business is in the discipline of to fear the Lord and adore Him. As do you know Abraham Lincoln, guys? He was
No.
a United States president.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and he, how can I say it? Uh, American Jefferson. Do you know how can I say abolição da escravatura?
I would say, man, the end of the slavery.
Yes, slavery abolition, I think, right?
Not too sure, man. So I can research that right now, but I'm not sure.
Is it
Right.
Martin Ruth? Isn't it Martin Luther?
Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King, yes.
Yes, he is another guy. I like his history too. Martin was a people that was so impacted for to finish racial segregation in the United States.
Hmm.
Abolishing of slavery.
Abolition of slavery. And Abraham Lincoln was the president that make it in the United States. And man, he tried for. I read his history few time ago, and he tried more than 9 times to be a public man. And he tried the first time, and he broken. He tried the second, he broken, and for 9 times he tried. At last time, he he uh, he was the president. He was elected as a president of the United States, but a few months later, after that, he made big things and incredible things in the United States. But he was, how can I say?
Shot himself? No. He was shot.
No,
He was
shot.
Yeah.
He was shot in a theater.
Yeah.
Murdered, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
Assassinate. He's assassinated by
Yes.
someone. Lincoln, do you mean?
yes, he was assassinated by someone in the theater. But man, his name is in the history. It's never will be erased.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's right, man.
True.
Yeah.
the reason make will do things like that,
Yeah.
things that never will raise him. It's
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
Hmm.
and it's not important that it's a small thing or it's a big thing. If you fear the Lord and have a discipline, you will do big things.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I completely agree with you.
Hmm.
Yes, it's the why because I like too much the Proverbs book, and I put more things. Can I read the verse 7, verse 8, and verse 9?
Yeah, man.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, go
Oh.
ahead. You have the longest learn today. You learned the most.
Yeah. Oh, the number 8 say, "My child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck." Guys, yeah, I like it because now I'm not a father, but I Jefferson have a sons, and you have sons too, Jackie.
No, I don't.
But
I have a dad. I don't have a son.
Yes, but and only in Jefferson case, he is father too. But all of us is son,
Yeah, we are sons. Yeah.
Hmm.
and in our days is our parents. Their instruction, their discipline, their correction. It was the very, very, very important part of our lives.
Yeah.
And to follow my parents' instruction, how can I say it? It saved me from some things bad, and I can say I'm here today because one day my father and my mother instruct me and lead me to the correct path. And just for finish, I wrote about bad friends, and I forgot the correct word for it. But do you remember in the part then they say don't feel the paths of the bad persons?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, it's important to us. It's a kind of, how can I say? Jason said this word today. I don't remember by now, but here we have dictated popular verse that say, "Show who you walk, and I will show you who you are." And Proverbs say a little bit about it in near to the end of the verse
Mm.
of verse. Bad persons in every time will try to make you going out to the right path.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but if we stay in your parents' instruction and just fear the Lord, it will never happen.
yeah.
And it's the first chapter. The first chapter, we have a lot of things to learn in.
Many things, many things, man.
Yes, it's so many things,
Yeah.
and it's because I don't do everything. I don't, guys.
That's
I'm
okay, man.
sorry.
That's okay. That's
Sorry for the great time, but
no, man. That's good. It's good.
You will be the one doing the subtitle, though. That's fine.
yes, will be a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, we have more than. Oh my god.
So now, so now we're gonna move on to the last section of our Bible study. What we're gonna do in the next week? Set ourselves a little goal. So go from me, Jason, and Victor. Again, so this week I will be learning the topic of investing, but I'm only focusing on the fixed interest investing, which means the investment vehicles that provides you a regular income. It's not going to replace your job income, of course, but it's the lowest risk comparing to something like stock or private company investing. So I just want to study that. I've been learning a little bit this week by reading this book called Banker, and Bankruptcy. So the following week, keep learning this book, but also learn a little bit more on the fixed interest investments. Yeah, what about you, Jay?
Well, for me, I'll restart the book, Think and Grow Rich, because I read it in Portuguese. Then I said that I was gonna read in English. I started, but I stopped. So I'm gonna restart it again and don't stop. I need to finish this book in English. And also I'll be doing things for English to Connect, like my English business. I just contracted social media to help me with all these things at the internet, to make the business grow, because we know that internet accelerate things, and it is what I want to do. I want to reach more people and attract more people. So I'll be doing it this week. So next week, let's see what happened.
Victor?
Oh, nice. Jaderson, this part of marketing is very, very incredible. I really like it. And it shows his result in a period of time. And sometimes it don't happen in a few weeks, but after it's broke the, how can I say, broke the wall, man, it's make you happy.
Yeah. It's like
I like it.
in business words, is break-even point.
Break
Uh,
break even point. Yes. And
Yeah.
and at last week I was working about I'm working about business plan, and this week I will just finish to read the book that I have. It's a kind of a ebook,
Mm.
and it's very helpful and very clear to make the correct things in the correct way. And next week I will try to talk with you that what happened and that I've made in this week.
mhm.
Yeah. Very good.
Good.
Great.
So this is the end of the Nation Bible study, where we talk about entrepreneurship, the subject of business, and the subject of money. If you like us, like what we talk about in the Bible study, please consider subscribe or even leave your comment below. Thank you for taking your time to listen to our Bible study. Any last word, Jay?
Thank you for being here with us. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Jackie, for your time. And I'm pretty happy with this book, Proverbs. I'm very excited about the next chapters. See ya, guys.
Bye.
Bye.